because she's already prepared all her questions.
Okay.
Yeah, she's always need to think. What do I have to do?
Can you video me?
Okay.
Video me.
Come here, Kinley.
Just make sure I'm in it.
Okay. Here she goes.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Hey, officer, you need a haircut? No, sir.
I have some questions I'd like to ask you. What made you become a doctor of osteopathic medicine rather than a doctor of allopathic medicine?
A quick trim, maybe have a beer with them.
Would you take me back through that night, if you remember? Well,
and I interviewed at both types, and I really liked the philosophy of osteopathic medicine, where they treat the mind and the body all together. And that was basically the only difference that I saw between the two branches of medicine.
Okay. How was it attending the University of Medicine and Dentistry in Stratford, New Jersey?
Well, it was a tough program. It was a lot of work, and we were studying a lot. They had a bunch of different hospitals that we rotated at for our different branches. You would study like a month of infectious disease or pulmonary or cardiology, and we could pick different hospital systems that we would want to travel to. So I went to Philadelphia for one of them. It was South Jersey, for the most part, was a rural community, and then we would go to Camden for the inner city hospital experience also. We got a varied experience at the hospitals. I thought that it was a tough program overall, but they were very friendly to work with and very encouraging overall.
Okay, that sounds pretty tough. I see you did your residency at the University of Connecticut Health Center. How did you end up in North Carolina?
Well, we went to University of Connecticut because our friend was there and he loved the program. So we thought that we would enjoy it also. We spent a few years there, and then my husband ended up going to fellowship at Brown. So we went to Providence for a little bit after we finished our residency training, and it seemed like the further north that we got, the more snow there was, and we wanted to pick an area where it would have nice weather in the winter, and we looked around, and the Outer Banks area we had always liked, and we saw openings in Elizabeth City. So Greg came down and interviewed with the nephrology group, and I came down and interviewed with Cardio Internal Medicine, and they both seemed like a good fit, and they had nice weather, and it was a nice community to move to. And that's really what made our decision for us.
Say, I love the Outer Banks.
Yes, I love the beach.
Me too. I wouldn't want to be anywhere far away from it.
Me either. Was it hard becoming a female doctor?
I don't think that these days it is. You have to pick the field that you go into that's going to have a good lifestyle. I had done 6 months of OBGYN residency, and that I could tell already was going to be a really hard field as a woman to have a family and be able to balance career and family. So I went back to internal medicine because I knew that they were more flexible. So I think just knowing what you plan to do with your family life, you have to pick your field to match that a little bit.
What obstacles did you overcome in the process of becoming a physician?
The obstacles. I know that in college I had to work full time, and having to work in medical school also just to pay the bills while going to school certainly required some juggling. I worked at a mall, and I also did some transcription work just to help pay bills.
To be admitted into medical school, a student must pass the MCAT. What struggles did you face while studying and preparing for this test?
That's a test that you really can't prepare for, and that's what people don't understand as much. It's more of a test of logic and how to apply what you already know. And so there's not really a way to prepare 100% ahead of time. You have to be able to take what you know and change things to come up with the answers for the test. And there's also an essay writing portion of the test that there's no way that you can prepare ahead of time for.
Okay. Would you say physicians' expectations have changed throughout the years?
Definitely. Many years ago, physicians would basically give all their time and effort to their career, and it was expected, and a lot of times that had a negative effect on their family. There was a higher divorce rate, and there wasn't as much happiness in the family, I think, and doctors these days are realizing it's more important to balance your time between work and family, and so physicians these days are not as willing to give as many hours to their work as they used to. They limit it, and a lot of the physicians are employed so that they can limit their hours and balance work and family.
Do you like working at a hospital, or would you rather have your own practice?
Well, I've done both, and I definitely prefer being at the hospital. I like that the patients there are really sick and really benefit from the work that I do on a daily basis. The difference is in primary care, you get to know people for many years, but they're not as sick, and so sometimes you just don't see the benefits of what you're doing right away.
Oh, okay. Lastly, what advice would you give to me as I enter college next year and begin my journey to becoming a dermatologist?
I would give you the advice to not just center on dermatology first. Look around, try and volunteer at different physicians' offices, get experience in hospitals, see all the fields that you can. That way, if you decide to go into dermatology, be sure that that's the field that you want to work in.
Okay, thank you. That's very helpful.
Thank you. So you're doing this for your senior honors class or for your senior project?
Yes, this is for my senior project.
And do you get to interview a whole bunch of different women in careers and find out how they've chosen it, or are you specifically centering on medicine?
Well, we actually had to pick 3 people who inspired us or who we wanted to be like when we got older. So I chose you because I want to be a doctor.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. If there's anything that I can do to help you, if you ever need some time to volunteer and know someone, you let me know.
Okay, thank you. That would be great.
All right. Well, you have a good night and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Ah! Okay. You may pause it.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm just holding it.